So we jump back to Eberron. So on the planet Eberron, surrounded by shards of crystal, and then surrounded by a dark mist, lays Projet in a ditch. He's almost fallen into a lava ravine, but luckily, by grace somehow, he is not fallen in. So he's dirty and worn, but doesn't look as bad as you'd think of someone that has been thrown from the crash site of the Mind Flayer ship, the Nautilus. Way off in the distance, there's a large amount of smoke and everything. It's probably well almost a mile away. So as we lay here, we wonder, how did Projet end up here instead of with the ship there? Projet has no abilities to really fly or transform or even summon probably a beast that could carry him to the ground. So Projet's coming in and out of consciousness a little bit, and as he lays there, images pop in his mind. He sits there in his mind's trying to put everything together. He does not know how long he's been laying here. It's like but coming in and out of his consciousness as he wakes from a dream. But in his dream, he remembers sitting around the Nautilus's helm with all his companions and passing through the mist cloud into the Eberron space. He remembers the ship shaking and jarring as all the Mind Flayers around him just fall. So he sees the Mind Flayer beast that's the helm and heart of the ship lash out a tentacle or wrap it around Drew's head, trying to find something to help steer it. He remembers screaming and yelling, and about saying it's like, Drew, are you okay? Or it's like Drew talks about the Mind Flayer's trying to make, or the Mind ship's trying to make me fly it. It's like, panicking, not knowing what to do, trying to get direction. So he's not flown a spacefaring vehicle, much less just a regular flying vehicle, or a kite for that matter. So as he's trying to panic still, you're looking around and trying to keep everyone calm the best they can, but you're coming full speed towards Eberron. You pass through the crystal shards of the planet. There's a ring around the planet. It's basically like an asteroid belt, but it's like there's crystalline, many of which are gold. A bunch of them start puncturing through the hull near you. So all these shards and things like that. So while you're falling through, you're hit with 3 shards. So and pieces of the ship starts having large chunks blown away. The pain of the shards hitting you is immense. You're flying through. They're faster than bullets, but somehow these shards have wedged into you. You're welcome to do a Constitution save just to see how it affects you. We'll see if your adrenaline keeps you okay, or
I need to learn this stuff.
It's on the first page, the saving throw. Below it.
Constitution.
Yeah.
I got a +1.
+1, so better than -1.
So 17 and 1, 18.
All right, so it's like I said, you've kept your wits about you. You don't get scared through. It's like this is right now. You're trying to keep everyone calm. When a large chunk of the ship, you're going through the planet's atmosphere after this. You've noticed, thanks to the holes and stuff, parts of the ship start ripping away. This is an organic ship. It's almost like flesh being sheared from it. A large chunk of the ship is like peeled back. because like the ship is coming straight in, burning up. So someone yells trying to try to tell Drew to flatten it out to slow the descent. So they do. It comes and flattens. But the problem is it flattens too quick, and the ship rips in half. A big piece of it through. So you're sitting there, you're seeing clouds and sky and burning and stuff in the distance, flowing through super fast in the clouds and ash from this atmosphere. At this point, you see the large Tin Man get sucked out the window or through this hole. So you see Hinkler then realize what's happening, and he lets go and floats through, and as he's going out, he turns into a dragon. And that's the last you see of him. So you're going through, and you're coming closer down. People are now scattered and getting bunched into different parts of the ship from where there's like holes and stuff falling. And you're still near the helm at this point. Wolfie's in there holding on to Drew and the helm creature. So beams start to bend and shatter and creak. You start seeing bends. You realize that one of them's going to snap down towards Wolfie. So you bump Wolfie out of the way, but the problem is the beam snaps and comes and takes off Drew's head and arm, and his body just sort of falls limp, and then also gets stuck against the helm. Wolfie's still there, trying to hold on to the body, and you're there, and so you look at her. And at this point, the ship tumbles and starts flipping. Another part of it breaks apart, and it's like, again, there's like three giant asteroids falling down from where the ship is coming through. But so Wolfie's held on to the helm there, trying to keep the creature, saying it's like she's screaming, "Say Belny, keep going, say Belny." So at this point, the three crystals that have jarred into you, they burn. It's like, and you notice that they glow. So, what would you like to do with the glowing crystals? So they're in you. They're stuck like in you, in pieces of you. Do you leave them in you? Do you do it?
Oh yeah, I would leave them. I wouldn't try to pull them out.
But you notice they glow. There's a glow to them. There's a blue glow. There's a gold glow, and then there's like a fire red glow. So they're like, when you first came into you, they just looked sort of clearish and sort of like a gold hue, but now they're golden. They're gold. So
well, common sense is not to pull something out that's going to.
Yeah. So you were a soldier.
Because you're going to open a wound that you might not be able to heal.
And a soldier would know.
I would leave it.
Yeah. So that makes total sense. You know that. But they feel warm, but they're not like, they're not emanating pain. But you just sort of notice that. So the creature that Wolfie's holding on to, the little squid creature that went through. So it finally loses consciousness, but as it does in the last ditch effort, it gets the ship flat enough. So and Wolfie's like, it's like, yay, and a beam snaps through her chest and pins her against the wall.
So I would see that.
Yeah, you see it. So it cut, like, serious, a big, like, really, it takes her off the ground. So the thing that snapped and took Drew's body off, another one of those tentacles that run through ships sort of snapped down again. It's just,
so it ain't like what I got. She's got something.
No, you got like stuff that size.
Right. But
she has this giant telephone pole type thing. And it pins her against the wall. She's like up off the wall. So she looks over at you, and she says, "Say, Bellamy." And at that point, I assume that you probably try to go to her, as best you can, but the ship bottom cracks open from you, and you fall out. So you're several hundred feet going up through the air. So you notice the ship is going one direction, but like when you came, it sort of sucked you through. And so you're going another direction. I don't know if you have any spells that can help you with at this point. If there's anything that's like that, like I said, I'm not going to take that away. But if there's anything that you think that could adjust or change.
My iPad don't like to work.
I don't know if you have like any type of levitation or
I have shield.
Hey,
That's an invisible barrier, magical force.
it's something.
So I'll cast shield.
All right, so you go through and you see the ground. You see the ground coming. So
Can I try to cast it to Wolfie? Still, could I still try?
no, at this point you can't see
I
her.
couldn't. Okay.
So
Could I have done that before? Just at least
you have
try?
to touch them.
Okay.
Shield's a touch. So most of the time people only cast shield on
I
themselves.
guess maybe that's why I was reaching out to
Yeah.
her.
So you cast shield right quick and you sort of glistens around. When you cast shield, the 3 crystals around you they glow
Harder.
brighter and brighter, and it sort of envelops the shield that's around your body. It's just through, and like there's like swirls of red and gold and blue that sort of wraps around you. So and you come in, you hit the ground, and it tears like a great chasm, and you sort of streak through, and it's like a big gash. And the shield's wrapped around you and everything. And like it hits you hard enough, and you realize, and the last thing that you think that you see is that this shield barrier around you almost looks like it has 3 sets of wings sprouting from it. And you hit a second time with the roll because, like I said, you're coming super fast and like the first one, and you lose consciousness as you hit the second time. Mm-hmm. So. And that's your thoughts coming in as you're now starting to come out of whatever's happened. So of course the shield's dissipated. So I'll turn it over to sort of like you. You're beside this little ravine right here. If you get up and look, you'll see like the path that you sort of skidded through, and the shield dissipated.
We're just going right into it?
Yep, it's you. So what? So,
stand up.
All right. So again, so you try to stand up. You've still got the 3 crystals on you. They're stuck.
Me?
Yeah, they're stuck. They're stuck in various places on you.
So I'll look down, look at the crystals.
Yeah. So there's several. There's I'd say there's a gold one in your leg, a red one in your arm, and there's another one near blue one near your.
So I'm disoriented and looking at the crystals. I look behind me and I see the trench that I made.
Yeah, so because you do remember hitting the ground.
Start howl. Oh, I didn't need to turn it off.
No, I was just changing music.
How did I survive this? I look back at the crystals. Are they still glowing?
Yeah, they're glowing. They're almost like pulsating.
I'm gonna do nature check. Nature or arcana. I'll do arcana.
Yeah, arcana, because hey, things usually don't glow without some type of energy.
12.
Well, so you're looking at, like, you feel sort of the warmth, but it doesn't. But they're not causing pain. To be honest, you should be hurting way worse than with these shards in you.
What do I see around me? Burn earth.
Yeah, like you see the path that you came from. When you look back at that path, that's sort of the angle back, and you see large things of smoke in the distance. It's probably about a mile or so away. It doesn't look like the rest of the smoke and burning. So
I'm gonna look up. Oh crap! I look up. Do I see anything? Do I see the ship falling anywhere?
No. So
it's gone.
Yeah. So it's probably where the smoke is.
Back this way.
Yeah, like so. Because that's the direction you came from. So, like, if you fell like this, you saw it going down there. So,
look, wow! I just missed that lava by inches.
Yeah, you can sort of see do a perception right quick.
16 plus 6.
Okay. So you see the path. You see the path that you sort of skidded down. But something's weird about the path. Do like maybe an investigation. Just since it's weird.
8, no, 11. 11.
All right, so it doesn't take a lot to notice that. Hey, like you've seen catapults and things of war, stuff usually doesn't, or things skidding or avalanches, but you notice that that near the end of your skidding, it veers off to the side to where you're at. You should have went into the
lava.
You should have went into the lava.
I'm gonna sit down.
Okay.
I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna get my water skin out.
Okay.
Take a drink of water. Look and see how much water I got left.
So, well, luckily you got pretty good.
I'm gonna put my head down on my hands. I'm gonna remember Wolfie.
Because you saw that.
I'm like, crap, I'm drawing a blank. What is that? What's the dude's name?
True.
No, bad guy.
Oh, Sarah.
I'm gonna shed a tear because I just now seen Wolfie or remembered.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna scream, "Sarek!" I'm gonna stomp, "Sarek!" So I'm getting mad. Okay. I'm mad. Because my whole purpose of doing this is to try to save people. Mm-hmm. And we're dying. I've seen her and I know she's dead. Yeah. I know she is.
Yeah. So
of all my experiences in war, I know she's dead.
Yeah. And like I said, you saw Drew.
And I saw Hinkler. I don't know where he is.
He went flying out, transforming.
So I got some fear enveloping in me. Okay. So with that fear, it's going to become anger.
Okay.
I scream it again, "Sarek!"
So it's like sort of echoes through like little crevices and valleys.
I sit back down.
Like you see nothing living here.
I sit back down, put my head down, Muhammad. Muhammad, are you there? I'm lost, Muhammad. I'm lost. What am I to do? I've lost everybody. What am I to do? I can't face Sarek by myself.
How's that?
But if this is what's put on me, then I will finish this.
So,
but I wonder if.
So you can do some insight if you wish, since you're reflecting.
15 plus 12.
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna remember the cards.
Yeah, so that's the big thing. It's like you still got the cards on you.
Got the cards.
They're still here. I'll let you say you count them. They all there.
They're all there.
They're all there. They're glowing. Remember the dots through.
I bring the cards closer to the gems that are inside me.
They glow. They get a little bit brighter.
I don't know what else to do, but I have to get these cards.
Because Bjorn.
I need to.
Because Bjorn showed up and you didn't. Did you get his?
Yes.
So you got his.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah, I think we ended it right there. You got his. You never got Dame's. You didn't get hers.
No, I don't.
That's about all you know. You did get Drew's before he passed.
I don't know what else to do, but there's one thing I can do. Which, do I know what direction I need to go?
I'd say your insight. Look, that smoke coming up doesn't look like a volcano or anything. So
I'm going to go towards the smoke. I'm going to start limping my way there.
All right, so you can do a medicine to try to get those things out of you. You do have.
I don't know if I want to. They're warm. They're glowing. The cards are glowing with them.
Yeah. So, but it does affect you.
I'm gonna do a nature check on the gems. With 15.
They sort of remind you of like where you were going through the Underdark some. You know, there was a lot of these gems and shards through there. There was a lot of things that glowed like that. Many of them had magic, and they had abilities too.
Can I still cast augury? Because Muhammad's dead, right?
Well, Bahamut's in you.
And me, that's right.
He's in you.
So I'm going to cast augury.
Okay. Are you going to reach out to see if anyone can hear you?
Not yet. I want to see what augury could tell me about the gems that are inside me.
Okay.
It's wheel, woe, wheel and woe, indifference. I think that's up to you.
Yeah, I'll tell you what they mean based on your question.
So basically, when I do that, I'm reaching out to Muhammad that's inside me.
Yeah, or
see,
or the closest power.
Would it be the best thing to try to pry them out of me or leave them? What would be the best route, or what would be the route that would be taken if I?
So what are my options to tell you? It's like I think there was like 4, right?
Yeah, I'll let you look. So you're the one that's got it. I think you're the one.
I got a base on. So wheel, woe, or indifference.
Because right now, I mean, in my mind, I'm by myself completely.
Yeah, like you don't know.
And I still have to go face Sarah because that's my only choice.
Yeah,
so what do I need to do? Do I need to leave them? Would it help?
You don't know if anyone's alive or dead.
What? I'm assuming I'm by myself.
Yeah, well,
at this point.
Yeah, like
knowing what was going on.
Yep.
I'm assuming I'm by myself.
So, okay, that makes sense because like, you're not hurt anything. You've not even seen it. There's no plants or animals or anything like this. You know, this is a rock. This planet's dead.
It looks dead as of what I can see.
Yeah, like every direction you go. It's not even having a lot of smoke. The only smoke is that direction that I told you. So the augury takes like 10 minutes.
1 minute.
Oh, yours is 1 minute. Okay, so you're going.
Casting time is 1 minute.
All right. So that's not bad. You must have the one that because sometimes it's 11. So you must be going. So you're going through, and luckily, you know, you're pulling yourself, and you expect the voice to come from inside.
Right.
But there is a voice that comes from your shoulder.
Okay.
It comes from the blue crystal.
Okay.
So, and the blue crystal gives you a feeling of well.
Okay. Sounds like I should leave it.
So, well, crystals aren't bad, apparently. So it actually gives you like a very, very positive feeling.
I'm gonna leave them.
Okay. Like I said, they hurt, but they're not like awful.
Well, if I start prying them out and I'm by myself and I don't have nothing to heal with them,
well, you do.
What am I going to close up the wound with? I mean, you know.
You do have healing spells.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, a medicine check is how bad it hurts you coming out. So, because that's what medicine's for. So, none of them hit you in the vitals, luckily, but.
But what I've noticed when I cast shield, did the gems helped, right?
I know.
Didn't it make the shield stronger?
Do you feel that it did?
I feel like it did.
Mm-hmm. So you feel that. So.
And just because it's causing me discomfort, that don't mean that they're bad.
Yeah, they are stuck in you. So they're not. You know, they're not where they're.
And I'm looking to death anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep them. I'm gonna trudge towards the smoke
for now.
Yeah, for now. Unless the gems become detrimental to my health.
Like I said, like you cannot move as fast.
Right.
Because especially the one in your leg. So
what's the sense I get if I take my dagger and try to pry the one out of my leg?
It's just a medicine check.
Let me do a medicine check. What's my medicine?
And you do have healing spells, so you can use them on yourself.
I just don't know if I want to or not. Ooh, my medicine is actually 8.
Yeah, like you're pretty.
15 plus 8. So.
All right, so you could probably pull it out without creating any other damage and bandage it up.
All right, I'm gonna pull the one out of my leg and bandage it up.
Okay.
But I'm gonna keep it.
Okay.
Put it in my satchel. This is the gold one, right?
Yeah, that's the gold one. The gold one's in your leg, so you keep the satchel.
Okay.
So yeah, so
I'm gonna do that.
So
Bandage it up.
Yeah, the only thing you'll take, like, I didn't tell you to take the damage off. You're not good shape, but you know we'll talk about the final damage. It's like when it comes there. So you're able to move pretty close to normal at least. It hurts, but it's not like you can't climb or do anything now. If it's too hard, then you might have to do something at disadvantage if you decide to do something crazy.
I just don't want to do no healing right now.
Yeah, so save your spells or whatever. Okay.
I'm gonna move towards the smoke.
All right. So
lipping my way there.
That's,
I am gonna pull out my lute and I'm gonna start playing just to get my mind.
You're just going.
And I'm gonna work on my peace song.
Okay, so you're going through working on your peace
So
song.
I mean, it looks like I got a great deal to walk. Why not have some music?
Yeah, so just going through
to keep my mind straight.
So again, you're walking through the landscape. There are fissures of burning and scarred. You know, there are some things melted down on your path. You think that it looks like there's an old burnt settlement up that way where you're heading towards it looks like the smoke's coming from the other side of the burnt settlement.
Okay.
But there's tons of these little fissures and tears that
it looks like the world's just coming apart.
Yeah. So,
chaos.
Yeah, it's all chaotic. It's very primordial, but it's, you know, I wouldn't say that you feel like this is natural because it's like there's cuts and tears. You know,
could it look like the planet's tearing itself apart?
Yeah, or not being held together.
Right. Because there's nothing to hold it together.
Yeah. So it's struggling.
Okay.
So again, so you're on your way. You're playing your song.
Mm-hmm.
So and you hear what you think. You think that you feel that someone is watching you with your passive perception.
I don't know, do I?
So, your passive perception is high enough that you probably, look at the passive perception. It's on the first page down here at the bottom.
Passive insight? No, perception. 16.
Yeah, so you got a pretty good perception.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's just you walking around and you just, I don't know, it's just, you feel like someone's watching.
Okay.
But you don't feel like it's Sarek. You've been around Sarek before.
Mm-hmm. It's sadistic.
Yeah, this does not feel like you've ever felt when you've been.
So while I'm playing, I'm still keeping my head up, looking around. But I'm just gonna keep playing.
Yeah. So you keep going. I mean, you're going for a while and you're still moving.
Trying to find the least amount of resistance of the land as I can.
Yeah. So
because I am wounded.
So it's taking longer. So you're going in now. You're trying not to climb, do stuff. So it's not like you can. It's not like
I'll go around big stuff.
Yeah. It's not like it's a straight line, and it's not. The land's not flat anyway. There's jaggies. There's stuff. You know, you're probably moving probably the quarter speed than you normally would. You know, half speed if you were healthy, but like you're, you know, all this is difficult. You know, a lot of the ground's hot. There's a lot of other stuff. So again, you got to avoid the hot fissures. There's steams, and there's sometimes the fissures are cracking up a little bit more. And eventually, after a while, you continue to play.
Mm-hmm.
So
as I keep picturing Wolfie and my friends,
going through, and you
keep picturing that.
So they're making the song. You're adding,
but I'm trying to find peace in it.
Yeah, you're putting stuff in there so if anyone heard this, it would help give them peace of loss, right? So this is another emotion you're putting into the song, the peace song, and you hear someone say that it makes me feel better.
Why does it make you feel better?
No.
Because I do feel someone watching me.
Yes.
But at this point, I mean, I'm not shocked.
So.
But I am a little shocked because it's a dead planet. But.
Yeah. But
I'm still gonna stick to that. Why does it make you feel better? And I'll say this out loud.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna keep on walking. I don't stop.
because broken things can be remembered.
Are you broken?
Look around. Am I?
Looks like everybody and everything is broken. But is it broken far enough to where we can't mend it?
It's like,
I'm just trying to think about what Project would say.
no,
I mean, nothing surprised me. I'm about dead.
no, it's like, do you feel that, could you be hallucinating? Is that in your mind?
Yeah.
You could be like, you're losing your mind.
But I'm going to go along with it because I don't want to fall into the sanity.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to,
No. So
I'm just playing it out.
It's like, and you hear, how many scars can someone take before they are not them?
It depends on the person. Their will to survive.
So do you know Bahamut, I assume?
Bahamut is in me.
So
I am Bahamut's essence.
It's been a long time since I have seen Bahamut. It's like, it's hard to believe that he would give himself to someone.
Well, like you said, everything. No, he didn't say that. Well, everything's falling apart, and all deities are dying. So he's left it up to me to keep his essence. Maybe I'm not the perfect choice, but maybe I was the only choice.
But Bahamut doesn't make decisions lightly. So.
And what kind of are you a deity? Would you make that kind of choice?
Some would say that I was a deity. Some.
Are you a deity that could help me now? Are you someone that could help me now in my great need?
It's like,
because as you can see, I'm.
Are you going to ask this person, is this thing its name? Oh, so okay. It's like I don't have a lot of power left. I did not know that people mattered so much when you were believed in. It's like I was a progenitor of this realm, me and my two siblings.
And then Sarah came, right?
Yes.
It's awful hard to talk to somebody that I don't know who I'm talking to. Are you real, or is this in my mind?
Well, some would say reality is what you believe in, but I am as real as the ground underneath your feet.
Well, that's real enough.
It's like, my name is the ground beneath your feet. I am Eberron.
Wow.
It's like,
Eberron, you're not looking too good these days.
It's like you are not from here.
I am not.
So if Bahamut is with you in this way, you are not from this realm. So
You're correct.
I sense no dragon marks on you. I sense.
I wasn't dragonborn.
Well, we don't really have dragonborn here. Everyone is born from the dragons here, like the three dragons. But they all usually are marked.
Are you friends with Muhammad? Or would be?
We were. So Bahamut was instrumental in keeping this realm safe as much as he could from Tiamat. She would sometimes get here, but Bahamut would help in his own way my people that were on me. I wrapped myself around another dragon, a dark dragon that became disillusioned with the world. After they killed the gold ring that you see around this planet, that was my sibling. That was destroyed by my other sibling. In an eternal battle, I wrapped myself around my sibling and became the planet itself of Eberron.
Wow.
It's like even though we shall call it my sister that orbits the world with all those shards of who they were, she still gave blessings to this world, even in death, believing that good could use her power and be of use to me to make sure that I could keep my other sibling wrapped up.
So is this what's inside of me? These shards?
Yes, you have my sibling, pieces of my sibling.
I thought it felt a warm presence to them. I make no mistake, we're only here to try to fix a mistake, one that we didn't create.
I know. So Sarek came here.
And I grit my teeth when he says it.
Sarek came here along with Thetadolyon, a name that any godlike being dared not whisper. The chained god used his chains to wrap around my sibling that I had contained within me, and destroyed the balance between my sibling and me, in turn damaging myself like holding an explosive in his hand, destroying this world. And Thetadolyon wrapped itself around the planet to contain us and connect us to the lowest level of the abyss. So where Sarek is doing his bidding and plans, it's like I am dying along with my other two siblings. And once my essence is gone, there will be no one to hold Sarek back. So I am the last.
But that strikes me as funny. You're talking about Sarek, about he's destroying everything, and I get he likes chaos. But why destroy everything and then not have anything to have chaos in? That's the question that's been eating me alive. I mean, I'm sure at this point in his life he is like ecstatic, but he's got to know it's got to be an end.
Sarek wishes for his own madness to end. Thetadolyon has warped him in his own way. Thetadolyon wished for nothing but silence and let what was left be itself. So he took Sarek's madness and seeded his own, slowly growing strong enough to be able to break his bonds from the abyss. Thetadolyon was the one that made the abyss. So us all gods cast him down and chained him at the lowest level of the abyss for all eternity. But Sarek pledged his power to him. So little did I know that my sibling that I had wrapped had also pledged, since they were chained, feeling that they were also like Thetadolyon. But Thetadolyon used her to snap his chains and pull out and create a barrier for Sarek to do his plans to shield it from the other gods.
While Sarek's being used.
So
that just brings a smile to my face.
So the problem is Sarek has unleashed something that it took all the gods to deal with. And there are hardly any gods left thanks to Sarek. But,
Right.
But you, and I sense some of your friends that are on me.
I have the friends. There are still some alive.
Yes. But their lights extinguish evermore. And at this point there's a beam of light that shoots up from the direction that you see. It's a green light that flows up, and it sort of crackles across the sky far with the direction you're going towards the crash site.
What was that?
That was Sarek leaving one of your friends. So as they perish.
All of them?
No, just one. It's like for now, but sadly I know that this planet is not littered with bodies. They've all almost been gone. So I know everything that is on this planet and that lives.
Was it you that helped me down? I felt like something reached out.
So the essence of my sister guided you. While it's everything I can do to keep this planet and realm together, if I fall, Theradun's destruction of his chains will be complete. So I am doing everything that I can to hold myself together. But my sister, that wraps this planet, has been waiting a long time. And she feels that she has found someone worthy to inherit her power.
Oh no. Me?
No.
Okay. I feel like I got enough burden on me.
No.
Who?
It's like in a twist of fate, there was a young blue dragon, much like myself.
The blue dragon. That came here with us.
Yes. The one that gave himself selfishly.
Whoa. He's dead?
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
So, but the crystal.
I just go down to a knee.
Yeah. He says, but the crystals that you carry can imbue him with my sister's life.
I would, if I could bring him back and destroy myself, I don't care.
No, it won't. It's like it won't destroy you.
I got to pry him out. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, it's like take the crystals and put them together.
Mm-hmm.
So, the 3 crystals, place it around his neck, and he will be reborn into what he was. The spirit that he had with him was not like what you had. He had the spirit of gold dragons, which, while remember all the canaries went into him, while that was not the divine power that you have, the essence of the dragon Bahamut, he had dragon power in himself. Luckily, this is a realm made for and by dragons. So, even though his life is snuffed out, his soul has nowhere to go.
Okay.
Use these crystals to bind him to my sister, who is a gold dragon. And he will bring all the gold dragon's essences back to him along with her and give him divine power. And he will be reborn enough to complete your quest.
While he's saying I stand, and I start to walk very fast. Like I've got a new thing of life.
Yes.
I'm like I'm walking. Not running, but I'm walking.
It's like
as fast as I can go.
It goes. You like the crystals will not let you perish. It's like you can take them out. Do you want to take them out? It's like it.
I'm just gonna leave them there for the moment.
Remember, it said that you can make a necklace and place it upon his neck.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take them.
All right, just do a medicine to see how much it hurts.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Remember, they're glowing and they're keeping you from bleeding. So that's like it's,
right.
That's
why I left them mainly. Medicine.
Yeah, you got pretty good medicine. So.
8, 13 and 8.
Yeah, so you're able to get those out, and you take a twine of string.
Yes.
And you make a necklace.
Gotcha.
So they don't glow anymore, though. So
is that a problem that they're not glowing?
No, it's like they glowed. That's it's not the right word, but they were glowing because they could sense your dragon spirit.
Okay.
But so it's like when you place it around the neck of your fallen dragon, it's like it will imbue what dragon powers to come through, and it will pull what was left of the essence of my sister to him. And
not that I'm thankful that he'll come back to life, but does he have to keep the necklace on forever?
It's like,
or will he just be back?
It's like he will be back, but he will be changed. He will be forever changed. As in,
I want him back, but
as if how you have been changed by Bahamut in the peace song.
Okay.
You know, Bahamut once played me your song in a beginning part many years ago, before I ever made this world, but he could not finish it. He was not inspired enough. So he would be pleased that at least you've went much further with it.
And when this is all over, I shall make a song for you.
So just
to remember you.
Just remember.
Because this will end. I feel it in my bones. I feel like I am the key to Sarek's doom. I don't know why.
So I hope.
But I've got to get to him. And I feel like it's going to be very hard to do by myself.
Because if Sarek finishes me off, and Thetadolyon is released, so it's like he will blanket across whatever realms he can get to and snuff out all life, and he will just sit in the contentment of Sarek's madness.
Yeah, that angers me. I'm gonna continue walking.
Okay. So
to where I think they are.